This video sponsored by Meeple Movers. No minimum order, no subscriptions. Free shipping on every item, every day. At meeplemovers.com.
Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I'm Brian. Today I've got a game called Dracula's Feast, New Blood. Dracula's Feast, New Blood is a 4 to 8 player deduction game by Peter Hayward and published by Jelly Bean Games. This is a re-implementation of Peter's original Dracula's Feast game that came out in 2017. In this game, players are all attending a party hosted by their good friend Count Dracula. The only problem is that some monsters crash the party, and it's up to you to identify all the players. Everyone starts with a hidden roll card, and on your turn, you can ask the player if they are a certain character. Then they pass you a card saying yes or no. Or you can ask someone to dance, meaning you show each other your hidden roll cards. However, they can always refuse to dance, and in that case, nothing happens. In order to win, you have to successfully guess every player's identity. So, what's the catch? Each roll has abilities that allow for misdirection, alternate win conditions, or all-out deception. So, let's bring in my dad and see what he thinks. So, what did you think of Dracula's Feast?
I had a lot of fun with Dracula's Feast. I think it's a really good social party game, one that can get kind of crazy at times and should not be taken seriously.
Yeah, so some of this stuff is luck, depending on who you ask first and then what the roll is. So some of the rolls are say yes to every single whisper that's given to you.
Yeah, so if you, I mean, it's just bad luck if you ask that person a question. Because then you assume that for the rest of the game. And if there's 8 players, you have to know 8 things, plus the mystery guest in the middle, right? So my favorite player, well, you say yours first.
Right. So my favorite player was Dr. Jekyll. So if somebody asks you to dance, then you have to. So then lots of people know who you are. But at the end of any one of your turns, you can show that you're Dr. Jekyll and then get the mystery card.
Oh, that's cool. So you can get all the information rapidly because you're saying yes every time.
Yeah.
And then you can just change who you are.
And then nobody knows.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
So my favorite was the swamp creature.
Oh, because that one's broken.
So swamp creature, you only have to guess the people on your left and your right. And
it's if it says
if they're not revealed.
Okay, yeah. If one of your guys
in an 8-player game, you just have to know 2.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Which is why it's broken. So actually you could probably do this. If your neighbor asks you to dance, say no.
Always say no?
Yeah.
If the swamp creature's in play.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I also like Alucard. Because he tries to be like Dracula, because he really wants to be Dracula.
Yeah. So his ability was if you ask him if he's Dracula, then he says yes every time.
Yeah.
And then he wins if he dances with Dracula, because then he gets to meet his idol. Or if he's accused of being Dracula, he wins if he's accused.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah. So who would like Dracula's Feast?
Well, anybody who likes social deduction. I think that it kind of fits in that same vein of I have a hidden role and I'm trying to figure out,
So a little broader than social deduction would be party games. This is a very much party game. Vampires would like this game.
Yeah, Van Helsing would like this game. So this one actually plays. I mean, if you're thinking about, one of my favorite social deduction games is the Resistance Avalon, which tends to take a long time to play.
It does,
especially if you have a large group. This one plays super fast. I'm trying to think of what the new rules said, but the old game, just Dracula's Feast, said 5 minutes. So I think it's in the 10. I think it says 10 minutes on the new one. So, but it's still pretty short.
It's pretty short,
right? So. People that have friends.
if you have friends
that will
play this game.
No, I think this one could get really zany and wacky with 8 players.
Yeah. Because then you ask somebody and you have no idea if they're telling the truth or not.
Yeah, and so minimum of
Depending
4.
on the card.
That's why you need to have friends to play this game.
You need to have friends. All right. I think that's basically it. Dracula's Feast soon to be by Jelly Bean Games.
Yeah, check this one out. It's on Kickstarter now.
It is.
With a little bit of time left.
Yeah, about halfway through. So overall, I had a lot of fun playing this game. We played it a lot. Going over.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of the new art.
Removing the swamp creature. Oh yeah, the new art.
Overall, the new blood has new art, which sucked me right in. I get kind of excited about art. And this one I really liked. It's a little bit more cartoony, maybe a little bit better for the family,
Yeah.
because they're all kind of goofy and nothing too scary.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game, visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian, and this is my dad, and I'll see you next time.